It's Open Mic Friday, and we want to hear from you guys today. We want to hear from you, folks. Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who Vex Vex? I'm Sherrod Duncan. I have Jerita Finance with me, our co-host from FYI in the morning. Jerita is still here in the studio, and she's with me. How y'all doing, Beatrice? How y'all doing, Carolyn Chute, and all the other folks who are joining us? How y'all doing? Pace and power this Friday, 627-6963. It's the number you want to call, or send your voice notes. It's Talk Back Friday, believe it or not. You know who's visiting? Jair Bolsonaro is visiting. But we ain't got no foreign policy. That's how I want to lay out. We ain't got no damn foreign policy. Who vex those?
Transactional.
Transactional. That's what Manza told us this morning.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been. Very transactional. That's how it's been. Very transactional, man. Yeah. Good to have you folks here with us. Good to have each and every one of you with us, guys. How is it going at your end? Let us know how it's going. How it's going. Jarita?
Right now.
Rita? JF? JVF?
For now. The F for now. Yes. Guys, as we're heading into the weekend, we still have so much to discuss before we actually start the weekend. Rightly so, we have serious concerns about what appears to be a lack of foreign policy in the way in which things are being done. And as our co-host for FYI said this morning, everything seems to be transactional. You just go along and you make it up as you go along the way, and it seems to be based on where is a bigger cut and drawback, and we cannot continue in that direction as a
We
country.
definitely cannot. We cannot.
Marlon Thomas, I see you there.
Martin, are you guys hearing us clearly? Let us know. Please let us know if you guys are hearing us clearly.
Cook.
Orwin is here. Whiskey session from Tiger Bay. Where's Mr. Finance from the Bronx? Where's your brother? Magnet Bar. A lot of folks are with us, guys. It's that kind of Friday. We're happy that you guys are here with us. Y'all know we got foreigners visiting, so we got, sweep up and so on, throw everything on the carpet, chop grass and so on.
Sharon, sometimes your accent changes a little bit.
Really?
It's accommodate.
Really? Really? You find so?
Joyce Kingston says loud and clear. Yes, I do find so. Sharon.
Who don't find so?
Token key.
Token key. How you guys doing? Jackie Beard and Susan separate. Guys, we want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Don't let me talk for Jerita. I know Jerita want to hear from you. But I want to hear from you.
I'm always excited to hear
So
from
we want to know what's going on at your end today, folks. What is of concern to you folks? That's what we want to know. You see, some people are still telling us, oh, y'all should have a call-in program. When we have a call-in program, everybody's shy. I don't know if it's because it's Friday or what.
Roll Andre Hamilton, since it's overcast in
It's
New York.
overcast in New York.
Yes.
Well, let's see how things there will be there. Let me see if it's overcast here too. So, that's kind of good weather. You ain't got a lot of sunshine or so on. But on the ground at we end, hold on, wait for it. Because I know we've had some sun coming out of yesterday. Oh, but it looks like we got a little change of thing here because Julie, they're telling us it's 28 degrees outside.
Okay.
They're advising us that it feels like 35, but there's an 84% chance it's going to rain this afternoon.
I did hear slurping. It's me.
Yeah. Right? Julie's getting some tummy pains here. I've said to her already, congratulations. I hope it's a boy. And we're going down the road that's concerned. So I say, drink your tea, keep your foot up, and just do everything consistent with a healthy childbirth.
Oh my goodness. People don't share lead you all on.
Basil Clark, how are you? So all y'all who had intentions, just know. You got a body in the oven. Yes, as I was saying. Negative. Negative. Sorry. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Marlon Thomas, how are you guys doing?
It's raining in Queens.
It's raining in Queens now from overcast. So y'all go from 0 to 60 quick.
Real fast.
Yeah. Pops Archer, thanks to the thing, my brother. Pops Archer. Pops Robert Archer. Thanks to the thing. Thanks to the thing. If y'all want us, we think y'all send things to us, we can thank y'all. Y'all too damn fast.
If you see, if you hear us come off suddenly, guys, just share this playing around pretty
Yep,
close
yep,
to
yep.
some buttons.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get Pop's comments back. Pops Archer, thank you so much. Thanks to the thing. Thanks to the thing, folks. It's so many folks joining us. It's so hard to pull up all the comments. But yeah. Robert Pops Archer, thanks to the thing, my brother. Thanks to the thing. Pace and power. Fist bump, even now. Twitter, please thank Robert Pops Archer for the thing.
Oh well, whatever that thing is, thank you. I see the emoji there.
And I ain't talking about
Mr.
burning the oven.
Archer.
When I said thing.
No, there's nothing there.
Not this year, folks. Not this year. False alarm. False alarm.
False
It's
alarm.
some wind. Not a little hot. You would knock out the system, or some hot coke.
For now,
For
there's
now.
nothing there.
Jackie Beard. Good to see you. Good, you guys. Father Mike is here as well, and I see Robert Pops, Archer, Sonia, William Jilks, and all so many fantastic folks join this pod. I wish we were on the same space. We'd give you guys the mic, but you can have the mic today. 627
You see, you see what you start? Now I
Tell
see
me.
Brenda Bratt within the comments. Beautiful in Florida, 91 degrees. Congrats, Joretta. It's that time again.
We out here. We big everybody.
Sure could set people up.
A young little FYIer.
Soon enough.
Pace and power.
Soon enough. I'm not saying no yet, but
You're not saying no, but
soon enough.
it's not yet. It's
Not
not
yet.
quite yet. Okay.
A lot of work to do on the
You're
ground.
you're not in that season of your life. What? Yes, a whole lot of work to do on the ground.
I-
What kind of show you think this is, Charita?
No,
What kind of
I'm
show you
saying
think we
that
have?
there is a lot of political work
Oh, I
to
see.
be
See, gotta
done.
be clear because
so
we
you
below the belt. So I don't know how to
so
take that.
so you gotta
Oh.
be very much.
I want to know what kind of program we have devolved into. Brenda Bradford, good to see you. Lois McKenzie, Princess Diane, and Lena Jacobs. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's the last day of the week, but we're still out here. Pace and power. We got some booth underground, and that's not boots anymore. In a booth, we have a booth on the ground. We're not backing down. Good to have each and every one of you guys here with us, guys. We cannot do these programs without you. Y'all are the heartbeat of the program.
You're
Heartbeat.
listen, Cher's monitor
Talk to me.
doesn't pick up all of these emojis.
It's like a old man.
you see-
Telling me.
no, yours is more structured to the essence of it.
The two structure apparently.
But you miss all these little dancing. Look down, look there, look Patricia
that's
Gibson.
break dancing.
Look-
Patricia
look.
thing better.
You know.
Patricia thing is better.
So, the
Patricia
emojis,
mechanism is better.
Guys,
Yeah.
I have never. I don't think I've ever commented with one of those emojis.
Yeah,
before.
but some people use all of them.
I feel a little old.
The whole thing. All right. Candy says she's ready to fight. Cherry Baskin Greenwich from Barbados says she's listening, and Shirley Crichton says pace and power.
So Claudette is
Right?
asking a pertinent question.
Who is the victim below the belt? I think it's Bonasaro today. Do you has Bonasaro arrived? Is it? We gotta get in touch with them.
I'm trying to monitor that, but these things are usually state secret.
Yeah,
So
who's here, who
we
is
have
not,
to
who
do
passed
something.
it through,
You gotta hire a
Who will
private
not do?
investigator to actually know
find out.
if somebody
I
touched
don't
down.
I ain't think it's a wrong thing yet. And we're gonna try to find out whether Bonasara's touched down. I see lots of movements on the outside, a lot of policemen on the roadways.
I
and
should
so on.
be. I should be checking.
Something. I think they're actually waiting. I see.
Yes, I think 35 minutes ago. I think there is something going on 35 minutes ago at the
Which means he's
at the
here.
Orchard Conference Center in terms of the visit. I think there was the president for all intents and purposes and the de facto president waiting on him. So,
Wow, interesting statecraft. We're watching a video that was published early on, and this is by the office of the president, where I think they were waiting for the Brazilian president. And there is Irfan Ali. I don't see Mark Phillips, but I see the second vice president is right up there.
the second vice president.
Yes, or the president. How do you want to address him? President, the puppet master. how we want to address him. He's up, and the Nandalal is rushing by. And this is a video that was posted 36 minutes ago. It was live. You were live 36 minutes ago, and this is how about footage. Right? So there's no, what do you call it? There is no prime minister in Mark Phillips installed, albeit, but there's Jack Leo right up there waiting to greet
Mark Phillips probably
Bonasaro.
hadn't arrived as yet.
Oh, he hadn't arrived yet. So,
Probably,
so
I would hope.
the vice president was standing in, the second vice president. Well, you gotta work. You step in with the first vice president, so I can imagine. I can only imagine.
Well, with all of that that is going on, I just want to note that we have been speaking a lot to the fact that there's a lot of conversations being had with the leaders of other countries, but we get the short end of the stick when it comes to the fact that these deals that are made, whatever is agreed upon, agreements made during these visits and discussions, we usually we're last to hear about it.
Yeah.
So we probably need to be following in the
Yep.
news
Yep.
in the news over there to actually learn what was discussed here.
Yeah. Because those guys um are uh part of a system. And that system says that you report to your country, foreign engagements and bilateral agreements and so forth. But that isn't always the situation here. And we know that Bonasaro is facing an uphill task in Brazil at the moment. Lula da Silva is running again, president, very popular there. And we were covering this morning on FYI that the Bonasaro was advised by the what was it, Twitter? Let me get the notation correctly, because we were all about credible and valid information.
You do your fact checking.
Yeah, and he was advised by the CIA director, Mr. Burns, not to interfere in the elections. I think they need bigger doors there, right? Not to interfere in those local elections. And just let me make sure that we have that. I just want to make sure my notation is correct, so we're not giving you all wrong information. Basically, yep. Mr. William Burns, the CIA director, last year. This is some report that came out about 36 to 72 hours ago, that the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, its director William Burns would have told senior Brazilian official that Bonasaro should stop casting doubt on his country's voting system ahead of the October election. Right? That's what sources told Reuters. Right? That area looks a little congested. I don't know what's happening there. Now we're watching some of the footage out of the event and
Reception, yes.
interesting events.
Guys, it's open mic. It's open mic Friday, so you'll be having an opportunity to give your comments on what is going on. I know also I was gonna put it out there one time that Mother's Day is fast approaching. We're just 2 days out.
Yeah.
Should I be telling folks that
Yeah.
I have to be reminded?
Yeah. So talk to us about that, guys. How much you be spending Mother's Day, for instance, because that's coming up on Sunday, believe it or not. I know some of us would like to postpone because we aren't ready.
I wasn't.
Hectic.
I kid you not. Like I did
Yeah.
not. I was not prepared for the fact that
Yeah.
Mother's Day is Sunday.
Because Rita knows every day show out here fighting. Folks, we want to hear from you. It's open mic for a reason. And so send us your voice notes, or you can send us your voice notes, right? And by choice, don't make them too long, right? But I think we can take. I think we do have some contributions. Let's take up them. Guys, anything that's on your mind for today? We're going to be touching on a couple of issues. But anything on your mind today, right? We'd love to hear from you. 627-696-63. 627-6963. That's our number. And we'd love to hear from you. So, Jair Bonasaro is here. We got some additional noise here at the studio, so apologies. Apologies if you're hearing an engine sound. Apologies if you're hearing that, right? But we'd love to hear from you. Send us your voice note 627-6963. Anything that's concerning you. The topic of interest at the moment is the uh, state visit by the president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro. Right?
And guys, I'm looking at the comment section. I am following the comments that are coming in, though, and I'm seeing that a lot of persons are making some points that they should be sending in a voice note for. I see Jacob's Creek is here. I see it's Carletta Reynolds also. Hey guys, what are you doing? I hope that you are having an awesome Friday. And as you go into the weekend, this Mother's Day and all of that. Let us know what you're planning. Let us know how you plan on spending it. Bernadette Parks. Let us know how you plan on spending your weekend out there. Bernadette Parks has up a very lovely profile picture there. I like the hat.
Yep, yep.
Bernadette's are coming for the hat.
Guys, apologies if you're hearing that rumbling sound. We have some challenges on the external of our building that's filtering in.
Yes, I think that persons would be hearing that song. Hopefully, it's not for long.
Yeah, some people disrespectful.
The noise pollution.
Huh?
The noise pollution.
Like we gotta go outside and fight this person.
Uh,
Why we gotta go outside and fight them? Guys, we want to hear from you. 627-6963. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. I think we have someone. Let's see. Let's make sure we click the wrong thing. 627-6963. Marilyn, good afternoon.
Marlon always comes
Yeah,
through.
we love it, love it. Marilyn coming through Warren. I can promise you that. Coming through Warren, right? Coming through Warren. And I hope this song is not too distracting. I don't know.
And I'll be saying, let me say my happy Mother's Day to all the phenomenal women out there that have been doing an extraordinary job
I like you, Trina.
in 2020. So
Yeah.
I try a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to find a balance.
Yeah.
As a woman, we have to find balance and know that we contribute significantly to
Yeah.
the direction of our family and the direction of the country altogether. We are rocking the cradles, molding the world and the
I
minds
love
of
it.
young people. So
I love it.
I'm a proud mother. It's a joy to look at
Yeah.
your children grow
It
into
is.
these
It is. It is.
into these
Blossom and bloom.
phenomenal young
Yeah.
people.
I just want to say happy Mother's Day to my wife, just in case I forget on Sunday. Let
You
me
will
say it
not
early
forget.
as
Don't
we
worry.
discussing it
Share
now.
does not forget these things.
As
Share
we
does a
talking about it now. Happy Mother's Day one time. You know.
yes. Your wife must have a lot of patience,
Mhm.
for all the
Yeah,
time
very much so. Very
you're
much so.
out and all the work that you do
Very
because
much
it takes
so.
a lot, to
Yeah, she's
take.
very proud of me. Very much so.
You know, no, but and on
Very
a
proud of
serious
me.
one, it takes away a lot of time, like the time that you spend on doing all of what you do. You
Yeah.
have it sacrifices you make. Sometimes your family have to sacrifice as well. So you know, happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Duncan, and I would like to say on behalf of everyone, thank you
Hmm.
for the time that you allow
Hmm.
for us to enjoy.
Yeah. She loves it. I'm out of the house. She loves it. Gives her a little rest. Right? Gives her a little rest. She's happy about that.
Thank you, Anna. Anna, happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there as well. Thank you so
The
much.
voice notes are taking long to load today.
Yes, the voice notes are taking a little bit of
Whatever,
time to load.
whatever reason.
It's gonna be up and
I don't
running.
know if it's the board, but it's taking a little while.
I see it's James Victor Mars. Hey
Hmm.
James, how are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Yep, yep,
I
yep.
see Rosie. It says Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. Yes, mothers are phenomenal people altogether, and
Correct.
being a mother doesn't
You're right.
necessarily mean that you have given birth to a child, but there are so many mothers out there that have not given birth to a child, but
Yeah,
has
yeah,
done
yeah.
every single thing to take care of a
Yeah.
child, nurture, mold a child's mind, and have done an excellent job. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers, whether or not you are biological mothers. Happy Mother's Day. This is your time to celebrate. I don't know. I think Sharon is about to fight
Yeah.
somebody on the
Yeah.
outside. For that
Yeah. Yeah.
noise.
Yeah. Here we go with a contributor.
Hi, Sheridan Jurito. Good
Hey.
afternoon. The first thing I want to say, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers listening on the program and all the mothers around the world. The next thing, I need to address the issue of the credit union. I don't know what is wrong with the PPP. The PPP does not like transparency.
Correct.
The PPP is so wicked and vindictive
Correct.
that everything that has transparency, these people just mean to invade it and dismantle it
Mhm.
to do whatever they feels like. These people just have a greed for money, and that is it. The other thing about it is that they just do not want to see black people move up. They just need to keep the masses of Guyana down. Now, the Guyana Public Service Union is mostly public servants saving their money in that public service union. Why would you want to get into the public service to want to dismantle a committee that they have there?
Yeah, and that's doing
They
well.
were trying with that committee from since the last management.
Yeah.
Some progress started to make with that public service union with the last management to help to develop it. Now they are out of office. A next set of people, and you have issues with the people. Come on, I just don't get it. I'm so much annoyed.
Yeah.
I was a member of the
Yeah.
Public Service Credit Union
Yeah.
for over 20 years plus
Yeah.
until I resigned to migrate.
Mhm. Mhm.
And these people just trying to thief people money all around. They don't mean for black people must get nothing. They just want to keep you below. Our people need to wake up and see what is going on. Now, what's it that Mr. Bendu for they want to put a no confidence motion against
Yeah.
Trevor Ben? The whole PPP government needs a no confidence motion and they're fighting down Trevor Ben.
Yeah.
But they've
Yeah.
been trying with it from since with the last management. They didn't get through that. They get through to a point,
Mhm.
and they put in the opponents that are the PPP acolytes were inside there and stymieing the process of the Public Service Credit Union to undermine Trevor Ben.
Correct.
Now they realize the amount of money that the credit union has been worth now.
Yeah.
So, we're going to find something to get rid of Trevor Ben. The other thing is that the Public Service Credit Union has a sports complex. And the last time I was home, I was so ashamed to see the condition of the sports complex at Thomas Lands. And it is in that condition all because of the PPP, because they tried coveting that land to say that it's government land. And because of the coalition government, they were giving back that land to do. But no, the building is there rotting because of them. Anyhow, I hope that the members of the Public Service Union get the liars and move to court and stop this nonsense. This IMC, 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 IMC. This is bare thievery these people going on with in this place. And I was a member of the Public Service Union at the present moment. No, I would have been taking out all my money. They would have given me my money. These people wicked, stink, dirty. They're presumptuous. They're barefaced. I'm so angry. I am so mad right about now. I am fed up and sick of them.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for your comment, caller, and for folks that is not fair with what the caller is speaking about. A motion of no confidence was tabled against Trevor Bennett in his capacity as chairman of the Guyana Public Service Credit Union, and that is what the caller was speaking about. As you all would know, the Credit Union has been doing extraordinary with Trevor Bell at the helm there as chairman. And I can say that everyone and anyone, a rational thinking person, would know that he has been doing a phenomenal job. Everyone is seeing it. So, of no surprise, the little political maneuvers that have been happening to remove him from there. It is just no surprise to us that we have persons that have absolutely no interest in anybody that is functioning and actually representing the people and playing to their mandates altogether. And that was what was happening under the stewardship of Trevor Ben. And as such, that no confident motion was stable against him. And I am advised also that that the committee was advised to elect a new chairman as soon as possible and to notify the department. That was signed off by the Chief Corporate Development Officer acting, Ms. Debbie Prasad. And I am advised that that is the direction that they're in right now. But I agree with the caller. The legal players need to be most active at this
Yeah.
point and
Yeah.
and for us to move forward in that
Yeah.
direction. I'm not a legal person, Sherrod, but I do believe that you need to fight these people with from all fronts.
Definitely. Guys, you want to hear from you? Send us those voice notes. Some are taking a little long to load, but we're going to keep trying them. But as soon as they open, we're going to hear from you guys. And we're taking it as it comes. We see some of them still loading. And Marilyn, with that contribution, was lucky. As soon as we get one open,
Yeah.
we're going to play it. All right? I don't know if it makes a difference what phone they're selling it as from,
But Sherrod, Trevor Ben,
let
huh?
me see if we get in here.
With all the work that Trevor Ben has been doing, all the work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
A
as
good
though
work.
persons are against
Good work.
persons actually doing their job.
Yeah, that's the challenge that we have. That's unfortunately, that's a challenge that we have. I think we have another. Let me see. Try this other method. Great apologies. Let me come through this way.
I think that
From the kitchen.
if I can,
Mhm.
yes, if I can press play and see if this goes through. Just one moment.
I, Sherrod and Joyita, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't know what's wrong with the PPP. In 2015, just before the election, Mr. Edgell said that if God was in Guyana, he would have voted for the PPP. I want to know if, to God's sake, if Edgell, as a religious leader, still believe in what he's saying, with all the atrocities that is taking place in Guyana under the PPP, yeah, and the discrimination against people, with all the failures and the failed project. Now, mind you, God is not a failure. And I don't know what God Egil was talking about. Because if Egil was talking about the God that I serve, well, then life would have been different for the people in Guyana. But with all honesty, I don't know which God Egil was talking about. Because the truth is, God is everywhere. And when he said if God was in Guyana, it shows directly God wasn't in Guyana before 2015, and God is definitely not the God that he's talking about,
They're
is
different.
not
They're different.
in Guyana at this time.
They're different.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that so much.
I see
They're different.
I see Dolly Jones is saying the internet service is very poor in Bartica. And I know that struggle all too well. I can't do meetings at all from Bartica. I can't go online, join a Zoom meeting or anything like that. It doesn't work.
The struggle is real.
It's crazy.
Yep. Let's take another contributor.
Good afternoon, Sherrod, and listeners. One of my things of concern is the issue of journalism with those people that they had at the conference, seminar, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
How could you put a man like Critic, who is very disrespectful to his listeners, on a panel like that?
Because
And
they
which
themselves
academy is
disrespectful.
that we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's something you always talk about all the time. When you accept mediocrity, that is what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's one of my
Yeah. Yeah.
concerns.
Yeah.
Not looking good at all for the
Yeah.
professional journalists. But then again, there are a set of persons who I refer to as reporters because that's all they do. They don't do no research, they don't do anything, and it makes them look bad. So, my concern is about that whole issue about journalists, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let somebody else
Mm-hmm.
call in and then
Thank
maybe
you
I
for
come
that.
back.
Thank you for that. Well said. Well said. Well said. You settle for less.
Correct.
Temporary becomes permanent. That's where we are, perhaps. You settle for less. Temporary becomes permanent.
Yeah, but go like
Cheryl, good day.
Good day.
good day, good
Listening
day.
to what you're saying, I'm wondering if Mark Phillips is still a member of the cabinet or the safe.
Your your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Mark Phillips was at the airport when Bonasara arrived. We're seeing some images um, of him greeting Bonasara at the airport. Why he was near the conference center? Mark Phillips, along with the Minister of um,
We probably
Foreign
was there.
Affairs
We
and
probably
International
missed it.
Cooperation, you thought, but why wasn't he at the conference center?
I think he actually came in with the team at the conference center.
Right?
So he actually met them at the
Mm-hmm,
airport
mm-hmm,
and then came with them to the conference center.
mm-hmm,
So I think that's where he was missing.
mm-hmm.
So
That's why he was missing from that lineup
yeah, he
there.
was playing an
All
active
right.
role today.
Okay. Better luck next time.
So
Better luck next time. Thanks for that, my sister. Thanks for that observation. Thanks for that observation. I think we have another contributor.
Good morning, Sherrod and Rita,
Good
and all
morning.
the other viewers and listeners to your Below the Belt. I am disturbed. I'm going to get my bit in early
Mm-hmm.
as the opportunity affords me now that I have a little space in where I'm working. I was privy to the letter of no confidence motion against Trevor Ben. It disturbed me so
Oh,
much.
yes.
And
mhm.
I'm going to ask the question again. When are the citizens of Guyana going to say enough is enough? When they're all laid out flat? There is just too much going on for people to just wait for the next happening. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to get
Mm-hmm.
worse and worse and worse. And then what will happen? Your back up against the wall.
Yes. Yes, my
Is that
sister.
the time
Yeah. Yeah.
when you have nowhere to turn? It bleeds my heart. My heart is in a
Mm-hmm.
painful state right now
Yeah.
to see what's going on in my country.
Yeah.
I'm sad, and
Yeah.
it's really a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
People got to get going now and don't wait for the next person. If you got to do
Yeah.
it, you got to do it. It's a
What fast? Yeah.
sad day in
Yeah.
Guyana, what's going on.
It is.
Have a good day, guys.
Thank you for that contribution. You know what fascinates me is that we could sell our brother so easily for a plate of food, for position, for a couple of dollars more.
That's the
You
problem
know, we
right
could sell
there.
our brother, right? And not to say it is somebody who has not been working and who perhaps deserves, like lots of them, to be deposed of, right? The man has been working and has brought that union out of the doldrums. But oh God, huh? How we could pull each other down for what? For what at the end of the day? Right? It's just wickedness. Nothing but wickedness. Nothing but I've never seen that credit union looking so out there, like a lamp set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Right? Transform that credit union, transforming the lives of the membership, which is the important thing. Right? Developing different, what do you call it, products, financial products for its membership, moving things along. Let me get Jackie Jacket. Others in the past, in their eras, might have done things that were innovative to those times. But I see this credit union coming into the 21st century. I was part of a credit union when I worked in Trinidad. And this is 10 years ago. You
Mhm.
already had a bank card. You could go and push in the credit union ATM and draw out your money whenever you want to.
Wow.
And here are these folks now trying to bring us up to date, playing catch up, and doing a
Mm.
good job, moving things along. And people vex with that. Right? You're going to undermine, you're going to backbite. Somebody come and whisper something in your ears, and you all are all too happy to comply. All too happy. And that is why, quite a few programs back, when some people were coming against the mayor, I asked, what is my price? How much will you all willing to accept to betray me?
Yes, that's a good question. That's a good
Right?
question.
To hand me over to Pontius Pilate,
Mhm.
like you all had it over Trevor. It's just a wickedness in us. Right? A wickedness in us. And the people who need the posing, right? All y'all fit to do is to get up and talk, but to carry the same energy. And I say, the seeds you sow, you reap. So
Correct.
those who are being used in this most vile and reprehensible manner, your own day of reckoning will come.
Correct.
Right? So you all pose up now and take out your photographs and smile and so on. And when you think all is well, then cometh, the good book says, sudden destruction. It is not nice what is happening, and wrong is wrong. And what you're doing to Trevor is wrong. Allowing this trench crapo, illegitimate Jumbie bird government to use you to come against your brother,
Someone that does legitimate work
wicked,
that has been
right?
transforming that
Wicked.
body
But let me
altogether.
see how far you go down the road.
Yeah, how much? What does it cost? What does it cost for you to bend and bow to political
Plate of food. That's what it
pressure
costs.
for a little bit of what?
A plate of food. Folks, we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you guys and these issues. We want to hear from you folks. So don't be shy. 627 6963. That's the number. William, rock and come in.
Hi, good afternoon,
Good
Sharad.
afternoon, champ.
Good afternoon, Jarita.
Good afternoon.
Um, the PPP has a bunch of riffraff, a bunch of criminals
Mm-hmm.
masquerading as a government
Mm-hmm.
of Guyana. Now, I recall some years ago, I was listening to a program by this guy, Dr. Frederick Casey Price. And what he was demonstrating was to show that the progress that you will make, or you can make, or you're not making. What he did, he placed a sheet of newspaper on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
put one foot on this newspaper, and he said, this foot represents the black people. And he said, show me what progress you're making if you have to move off from there to catch me.
Mm-hmm.
What he meant was that you got to release someone in order to make progress. And if you keep putting your feet down on black people, you ain't making any progress. Anything that is done that is not moral, that is not ethical, has its side effects.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
correct.
Yep. Thank you for that.
That
Thank you
is
for
that
that,
is so
William.
true.
Thank you so much for that.
A lot of times you see some people like in their older age facing some things, and you wonder, what was it? What is it that they're facing these the repercussions of
Mm-hmm.
their
Mm-hmm.
actions earlier. For these things always come to light, and I say that persons that take political directives to go in these direction as we're seeing right now. I mean, I'm calling it out as it is. Is people taking political directives to do what they're doing there, and I wonder if they sit and think for a moment. How does this affect me moving forward in the future? How does this stain my character altogether?
Mm-hmm.
I think people are the least
Involved in
concerned about things
wickedness.
like that.
Involved in wickedness. I think we have another contributor, Judah. Rock and come in. Mike is yours.
Good afternoon, Sherrod. My contribution
Go right
is
ahead. Tell us. Tell me.
Trevor Ben.
Take your time.
Yeah, my contribution. Now everybody knows that the credit unions are the places where plenty Africans could go and get loans.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get your guarantors, you got your money, you get everything, you could get loans to borrow, unlike going to the bank.
Yeah.
And when Trevor took over, he said that you could have been given car loans and loans to build a house. So the banks now are in competition and they will get their house slaves to destroy and remove Trevor Ben. And the thing is it what I look at, the people who are around, they don't open their eyes and see that they are house slaves of the PPP regime, the install regime. And when they are finished doing the things, is they're gonna suffer too. Because when they're done, turn traitor to the own flesh and blood. You know what the
Yeah.
PPP gonna tell them? That we don't have no place you. Anytime a spy go down, the spy is being caught. The way he got for spy for don't want it, and who the spying against don't want them. And what it does do, some of them does take the spy and return them to the country to spy on the other person behalf. Now when we come to talking about this thing, the press and so on, we had way back when the government was out of power, you had CN Sharma, you could have go there and Justice Rawl and talk your problems. And you had people like Roger Moore, Basil Bratchata, Extent Stan Govaya, I think Clem David too. All these persons had programs on Sharma, but Roger Moore was and Basil was it um HGP TV, Noel Blackmon TV, NBTV, and they did things against those journalists
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes, it's
Roger
true.
Moore
It's
decided to
true.
remigrate
Yeah,
back to
pack up.
where he came from,
Pack up and
and
gone.
the contents of the programs were not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the same time, they put two bans. Sharma, they get banned for 6 months,
Yeah.
6 weeks, then for 3 months,
Yeah.
and they had banned Noel Blackmon TV.
Yeah.
So we had no way of getting a communication
Oh, you know your
service
things, my
to
sister. You know
us.
your things.
So I don't know what Catfish is talking. And Catfish is stand up and say that President Granger, was spying on Ramjitan. Also, everybody know that they bring in this
You know your
wonderful
things.
spyware called the Pegasus. The former Minister of Health, who is still a Minister of Health now, bought spyware and gave it to the former famous Roger Khan. And when he went to England to talk some nonsense, a man by the name of Brown asked him to tell the English government who was the person responsible for buying the spyware and giving it to
Mm-hmm.
Roger Khan. And
Yep.
he had to say he
Yeah.
was the person, the
The
people
computer
chasing.
and the things. Yep.
So it
Yep.
is a known fact
You know your
that the
story.
PPP is always spying on the citizenry of
Yeah. They're
Guyana.
spying on us every
But
day.
what the PPP don't understand, that when you're spying, the spyware ain't only gonna pick up me and you, it's gonna pick up all of you because it's named spyware. And you cannot contain it to say, pick up this body
Yeah.
house, skip two body house,
Yep.
pick up the other body
Yep.
house. Once that is out there, it trapping and it reporting. And just like how the spyware reporting to the install regime, the same spyware will be emitting all what is going on in Guyana to further afield. Because the people ain't gonna sell them a spyware, but they can't control. They got to control the spyware. So let Guyana think.
Yep.
And they said to them, who calls in no confidence vote
Yep.
against Mr. Trevor Ben,
Yep.
y'all don't get
They're spying
money
for them
to
too. I
build
want to
house
know
and
though.
buy car. Because when you're going to go to the bank, like Republic Bank, Bank of Industry and Commerce, Scotia, and all the banks that are Indian banks, see how much money you are going to get. And if you are to get the money, see the type of
Yeah.
loan repayment you will have. That if when you repay the loan, if you're going to able buy food, or you're going to at one time got to let the loan go under and lose what you have bought. Bye-bye.
Yep, yep. You know, they're betraying people, backstabbing people, and they're still at the bottom. They're fighting for last place. They're still at the bottom.
Mhm.
That's the amazing thing.
They're looking for spoils of war, and we're still in a war,
They get the crumbs
right?
off the table.
Hmm.
The crumbs.
Trying to, that's a lot of times persons don't understand the bigger picture and and the impact that their
Yeah,
decisions
yeah,
make in contributing to the downfall of a people altogether. And I want to say that I believe I can speak for the actual members of the credit union and say that the members are extremely confident in
yeah,
Trevor Ben.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
I don't think that is an acceptable phenomena in which this group of persons could decide the fate of all the members in
Mm-hmm.
that regard.
Yeah.
This may be
As a member, I got confidence in Mr. Ben.
you understand, right? So I think the members of the credit union need to have their voices be heard in whatever mechanism or method they so see fit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They need to put forward petitions and all of those things. Considerations needs to be given, or if they simply have to hit the streets in
Yeah,
protest
yeah,
of this
yeah.
action, because
You're talking facts.
how is it that the people, the members of the credit union, could have confidence in this person, but yet
Yeah.
political will and directions
Because they're wicked.
could overturn that?
Because they're wicked. That's why.
That is unacceptable.
That's why. Right? We may end a couple minutes early. We got to do some work to the building we're in. And so we may be off a bit early, but we want to thank you for that contribution. We have an album we want to share. But you, thanks to all the persons who contributed. Thanks to all the persons who've contributed.
Sharon and Jarita, I can't remember who said it, but there was somebody who said they use us to kill us. And that is exactly what is happening in
Yeah.
Guyana.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about the consequences of their actions,
Correct.
Yeah.
right? So they're just selling the souls, because if you do it one time, there is no way you can speak out after them.
Yeah.
So you have sold your democratic right
Yeah.
for whatever you did that for,
Yeah.
whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
And there's a thing called karma. Karma is not a very nice thing, or I should say it's a nice thing. As Jarita said just now, when you get older and you see some people acting a certain way, or you see them suffering, is because of something that they
Oh,
may
you
have
understand.
done
Yep.
prior to
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
And my question, and this is coming off of that now, my question now is, what is the reason for the visit from the Brazilian Prime Minister? Because I haven't seen anything in the press,
Yeah.
and I'm subject to correction, but I haven't seen anything in the press that is informing the nation of what is his purpose for visiting at this time. Thirdly, the Surinamese Prime Minister is taking care of his people.
Correct.
President Ali, like to be rubbing up or against Prime Minister Mia Motley. But
You
Prime
gotta watch
Minister Mia
that.
Motley takes care of our people.
Correct.
Isn't he not learning a lesson?
Mm.
Yeah, they don't care, right? They don't care. They don't care. But we thank you. We're thankful for your contribution, folks. We got to wrap it up. We got some work being done to it, but that's why we're here. And now so we want to help the guys to keep the place spick and span. So we want to thank all the contributors who came through today. Love it when you guys send in your voice notes. We're gonna wrap it up here for now, but we're gonna be back at 8 this evening in the ring.
Yes.
Back in the ring at 8.
And I think for the caller that we just heard, a question asked, what is the purpose of the visit? So that is something that we've been speaking about, the lack of information
Yeah.
that is given to the nation when it
Yeah.
comes to these matters of foreign policy. And that's why we're saying that there is no clear foreign policy.
As soon as we know, y'all gonna know. Why
That-
you here?
Exactly.
Feel like a
Right.
photo op. Feel like a photo op. So I can come true.
All right, guys. It was always a pleasure to. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, and it was again such a pleasure. I want to end by saying again, Happy Mother's Day
Yes.
to all
Yes.
you
Yes.
mothers out there.
Yes.
And guess what? For the daddies that are doing it on their own, we acknowledge your work and contribution also.
Yeah, yeah. I was here once and spent the night,
Yes.
couple of nights, but
Yes.
thank God that
And we are thankful for
he smiled at
that
me.
as well.
Yeah, yeah. That being said, folks, that's our time for today. That's our program. Thanks for joining our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who vex lose, who vex lose, lose, lose. Folks, please, we encourage you, share the live stream, smash that emoji button, and partner with us. You all know we got Zelle, we got Cash App, we got PayPal, we got MMG. We're available via MoneyGram and Western Union as well. Help us to continue to go from strength to strength and stay safe until we see you guys back this evening in the ring. That's our time. That's our program. Love being here with you guys. Stay safe now. Stay safe.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one. Stay safe. That's what we said. That's what we mean.